All right, so if you're a small business owner, you've probably poured your time, your money, and let's be honest, your heart into your website. But what if I told you it might be completely invisible to your customers? Well, in this explainer, we're going to fix that. We're going to walk through step by step how to get your business found on Google. And get this, it won't cost you a single dime.
I want you to think about your physical store for just a second. You wouldn't just unlock the front door and hope people magically find their way inside, right? Of course not. You'd put up a big bright sign, you'd flip on the lights. But what if your website, your digital storefront, is sitting out there in a dark alley with all the lights off? That's the reality for so many businesses online. And here's the deal. Just having a website is not enough. If you haven't properly introduced it to Google, it's like your shop is on a street with no name and no lights. But hey, don't worry, we're about to show you exactly where the main switch is, and you can get this all sorted out in a single afternoon. Seriously. Okay, first things first. We have to make a formal introduction. You need to be able to walk up to Google, stick out your hand, and say, "Hey, I'm here, my business is open, and I am the legitimate owner of this little corner of the internet." This right here is that first, absolutely crucial digital handshake. So the way we do this is with a free tool called Google Search Console. The absolute best way to think about it is like having a direct private phone line to Google's headquarters. It is the one place where Google will actually talk back to you and give you priceless intel on how it sees your website. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds super technical, but trust me, it's not. It's really just 3 simple little steps. You pop your website's address in, Google gives you a tiny piece of code, and you just copy and paste that code into the settings of your website builder. Like Squarespace or Wix or Shopify. That little code is basically your website's digital ID card, proving to Google that you're the real owner. And the second you're verified, you get the keys to a gold mine. You'll see this performance report, and it shows you the exact words people are typing into Google to find a business just like yours. You might think your customers search for professional canine grooming services, but you'll discover they're actually searching for dog wash near me. This is how you stop guessing what your customers want and start knowing. Okay, so you've made the introduction, the handshake is done. Now it's time to give Google the grand tour of your place. You want to make it super easy for Google's little robot explorers, they're called crawlers, to find all the important pages on your site without getting lost. We do this with 2 key files. A sitemap is basically like handing Google a perfect GPS that maps out every single public room in your store. Your services page, your blog, your contact page, the whole shebang. And the Robots.txt file, well, that's just you putting up some friendly keep-out signs on your private backstage areas, like the admin login page, so Google knows to just ignore them. And here's the best part. Almost every modern website platform, I'm talking Wix, Shopify, Squarespace, you name it, they create this sitemap for you automatically. All you have to do is find the link, which is almost always just your website address /sitemap.xml, and paste it into Search Console. It's really that easy to give Google the map. And this is what a healthy Robots.txt file looks like. See, it's just plain text, nothing scary. Those disallow lines are just telling search engines, hey, maybe skip these private folders like my admin section. And then that last line helpfully points them right to your sitemap. It's all about giving clear, simple directions. All right, the technical plumbing is all hooked up. But now we get to the most important part of all, what you actually say on your website. This, my friends, is what truly matters to Google, and way more importantly, what matters to your customers. You have to remember this. It's the key to everything. Google just wants to be helpful. Its entire multi-billion-dollar business is built on giving people the best, most useful answers to their question. So if you want Google to send people your way, your website needs to be the most helpful resource out there. So I want you to forget about all that old school SEO stuff, stuffing keywords everywhere. Instead, I want you to just think like the expert business owner you are. What are the top 3 questions you get asked on the phone or in person every single day? That is your content strategy. Your whole goal is to answer those questions clearly on your website. And you don't have to be some amazing writer to do this. This is where AI becomes your new best friend, your personal assistant. Take those common customer questions and just ask an AI to help you draft a helpful, professional answer. You're not using it to cheat the system. You're using it to translate your years and years of expertise into clear, well-written words that Google can easily understand and then show to customers. So, the lights are on, we gave Google the grand tour, and your website is full of helpful answers. Now for the really fun part. Let's see who's actually walking through your new digital front door and what they're up to once they get inside. And for this, we use another free tool, Google Analytics. Think of it like a little sensor on your door that shows you the actual heartbeat of your online business. It'll tell you where people are coming from, what pages they're loving, and exactly how they found you in the first place. And a really common thing you might find is something like this. A huge majority of your visitors, maybe even 80%, are on their phones. Now, this isn't just a fun little fact. This is a critical piece of business intelligence. Because if most of your customers are on a tiny phone screen, what does that mean? It means your Call Now button needs to be huge, obvious, and super easy to tap with a thumb. It tells you to design for the thumb, not for the mouse. This is how data from analytics leads directly to smarter business decisions that make you more money. Okay, let's bring this all home. By taking these simple steps, verifying your site, giving Google a map, and creating genuinely helpful content, you're not just doing SEO or fixing your website. You are building something so much more valuable. And what's the total price tag for all of these incredibly powerful tools from Google? For Search Console, for analytics, for the ability to get your business in front of thousands of potential customers? It's zero. A big fat zero. This is honestly one of the biggest, most overlooked opportunities for small businesses today. Look, an afternoon spent doing this isn't just a quick fix or a chore to check off a list. It's an investment. You are building a true digital asset for your business, one that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, attracting customers and answering their questions even while you're asleep. So I'm going to leave you with this. Don't get overwhelmed thinking about everything we just talked about. Just focus on one thing. Ask yourself, what is the very first, most common customer question that my website is going to answer? Start right there. You've got this.